Rocambole. Part 1, Chapter 1. The Child Born of Mystery on a cold winter evening in Paris. The wind howled through the narrow alleys and battered the dilapidated windows as if warning of a merciless storm to come. By the light of a dim lamp, an old policeman bent over a small, frail basket left at the gate of the Saint Antoine orphanage. He lifted the cover and found an infant wrapped in a grey cloth. On his chest lay a small note written in a neat hand. His name is Rocambole. Do not look for his past. There was no other line on the paper, yet the old man stared at those words as if they were an intricate riddle that would haunt him for many years. And so Rocambole entered life as a thief enters a dark house, without light and without a face known to anyone. Chapter 2. The orphan boy Rocambole grew up among dozens of orphan children for whom cruelty was daily bread. He was not the oldest, but he was without question the cleverest. His grey eyes always shone with a mocking intelligence, as if small plans were endlessly turning in his head. The orphanage director hated him, the teachers feared him, and the other children followed him with a mysterious admiration, as one follows the leader of a gang. One day he was accused of stealing some money from the director's office. When they searched him, they found nothing. But the director cried out, "I know you're the thief, Rocambole." The boy smiled a cold smile and said, "Then you know more than you have evidence for, sir." No one dared reply. That blend of boldness and calm was new in a child of 13. That night, Rocambole sat by the orphanage's broken window, gazing at Paris's grey sky, and whispered to himself, "I was not born to stay here. Another city awaits me." A city ruled only by intelligence. Chapter 3. The beginning of adventure. Months later, Rocambole escaped the orphanage, slipping out beneath the cover of the rain. He owned little more than a piece of bread and some coins taken from the donation box. He found refuge in Paris's dark cellars among the wretched and small-time criminals, where he met a man who would change his fate forever. A man named Monsieur d'Harville, one of the most mysterious minds in the criminal world. D'Harville, with his black beard and piercing eyes, saw in the boy something unusual. At their first meeting, he said, "You have a mind unfit for a guttered life. How would you like to learn to hide your intelligence, as well as you hide a theft?" Rocambole answered without hesitation, "Teach me, and I will show you how to hide yourself if I wish." D'Harville laughed in a hoarse voice, and from that night the boy's training began in deception, disguise, and double thinking, saying one thing while thinking another. Years passed, and Rocambole grew like a plant in the shade, calm in appearance, dangerous at the root. He became a handsome young man, quick-witted, his features carrying an innocence that deceived even the most wary hearts. One particular night, as the clock of Notre Dame struck midnight, D'Harville said to his pupil, "The lesson is over, Rocambole. From now on, you will not be anyone's follower. Your story will begin." The young man smiled and replied with quiet confidence, "No, your story will begin with me."